Alright, so YouTube, this is my story time. Today is August 24th, 2018. Um, this is the day that I lost my brother 9 years ago. The way they said he died, I'm never going to believe it, so I'm not even going to entertain it. But um, I will say that, if anybody is going through any kind of problems and you just feel like there's no other alternatives, there's always an alternative to talking to somebody, trying to figure things out. Never think that there's no other option and, a life has to be taken. Um, I can't I can't tell people, how to live their life, but I know that as far as myself, I've been going through so much for a very long time. Like, if people knew like my real situation, they'd be like, wow, how can you continue to, do the things you do and just continue to go on? But, my faith in God is very strong, and my family has been through so much already, and so I would never do anything stupid to bring extra pain to them. You know what I mean? But August 24th, 2009, excuse me, um, was the day that I lost my brother. And not only did my life change, everybody who he touched, their whole life changed. And I didn't handle it very well. And if it wasn't for my adopted sister, I don't and other family and friends, but especially my adopted sister, I don't know how I would have gotten through it. I used to have panic attacks. I used to have to go to the emergency room. It got really bad. Like, some things I don't even remember. I must have blacked out on certain things, because she used to tell me things and I just couldn't remember. So yeah, that day was very devastating for me. It was maybe around 1 o'clock or so in the afternoon. And the crazy part is, I had just spoke to him like 2 days prior. Hold on one sec, cause it's hot. Oh, that hurt. And see, when you're disabled, whew, there's so many aches and pains I already go through, But that particular day, it was just devastating, guys. It's just like, imagine for 38 years of your life, you idolize and you follow somebody that's your sibling, and then just in that one instant they say, he didn't make it. And then it just hurt, because I just spoke to him 2 days prior, and he had so many plans and so many dreams, that when you have so many things that you want to do in life, and 2 days later you just don't, you know what I mean? You just don't end your life. I'll never believe it. And the way, people acted. Let me take this off. Shout out to Guns Down Life Up too. And just the way people acted, and the way that their movements was, and the way I don't know. Like, I can only speak for myself, but if somebody close to me, if I was married and my husband suddenly died, I don't think I would be thinking about taking care of everything all in that one week, and then fighting for the pension and bringing stuff to back. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I I I, I don't know. It's still mind-boggling 9 years later, because I was never told exactly what was going on, what led up to what the things that transpired, and 9 years later I'm still confused. This person is no longer in our lives. They totally cut my parents off. claiming they were scared of me. I don't, and people don't understand why I still have anger. You know, I'm not a hater. I don't hate that person. I did in the past. I don't hate them anymore. But I still don't understand 9 years later why people, act the way they do. There's no mention of my brother anywhere. No acknowledgement. I don't see any rest in peace, none of that to him from certain people. And I know that he did so much for so many. And it's like, I'm not asking you to continue to grieve for him like me, because I'm his sister. I'm his baby sister. Me and him were so tight. We were 8 years apart, but we were so tight. And I'm never gonna tell somebody how to grieve. But to act like he didn't exist and you loved him that so much, I see a lot of people that he helped. A lot of people that when he died, they turned their back on us. And it's like, wow. Like, there were so many people that said, oh, I'm going to make a movie, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And nothing. You did nothing for him. And I'm sure if the tables was turned, he would have never done some of these people the way they did him. And you want to understand, you don't understand why I'm still angry 9 years later? You put a hole in my family. A huge hole was created when my brother died. And then we lost my sister 3 years ago. I don't know. Sometimes I ask God, I don't know how I'm still hanging in there. To lose 2 siblings, going from being the youngest to just being by myself. Not really by myself, but I mean as far as my blood siblings, to be by myself. It's very hard. And it's not all about me. But I'm just telling you that my brother, he made such an impact on so many lives. And that's why I want to do the book. That's why I need people to write something for the book and send it to my Gmail, duems31@gmail.com. And this is years in the making. I've been trying to get this book done. Not only now for Marc, but now that my sister passed 3 years ago. Because they made such an impact. Nobody knows this, but back in the day, my sister, Nina, when she saw LL Cool J, she would always everybody be like, oh my God, LL. And she used to he had like a mink coat or a fur coat or something. And she was rubbing up against him. And he's like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I'm just trying to get to the coat. And I swear to you, I believe I think his youngest daughter's name is Nina. And I believe my sister had an impact on him naming his daughter Nina. I really believe that. Because when everybody else was like, oh my God, LL, my sister was just like, yo, LL, what's good? You know what I mean? Like, my sister was just a different character. And I love and miss her so much too. You know? We were getting really close before she passed. So I feel much better that me and her, we had that bond and we developed such a strong bond before she passed, that when she did pass, it didn't affect me as much as when my brother passed, because I couldn't remember if I told him I loved him before. That's why now when I see people and if I love you or care about you, I'll tell you I love you, because tomorrow's not promising, you know? But with the book, I want to show from every different people's perspectives of how they impacted their lives, and that we can show each other, our writings of how Marc affected us, how Nina affected us, and that will bond us together that knew them and maybe heal us in some way. Not 100%, but just heal us. So if you guys want to contribute to the book, please, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, I'm not going to sit here and say either one of them was perfect, because no one is. So if you have something negative to write, I will put it in the book too. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. It is what it is. But I'm just glad this night is ending, because it's always hard to get through the day he died. I don't know how other people can just go on with their lives like he didn't exist if you claim you loved him. But to each his own. I'm finally trying to put people in the hands of God and leave them there. But like my new t-shirt says, karma has everyone's address. So, on that note, this is my story time. I might do another one, because I really want to go into details how they both impacted my life. So to my brother and sister, I love you. I'm your baby sister, and I'm signing off. God bless all of y'all who've been praying for me and my family. I truly appreciate it. Continue to pray for us. We got a long road ahead. But God is able to do all things, and I'm going to continue to let him lead the way. Have a good night. Rest in peace, Marc. Rest in peace, Nina. I love you guys. Love you, baby sister.